Let's react to this one.
Scientists might have just created consciousness by growing brains in a jar and connecting them to a computer made from stem cells that were stimulated in a special way to form neural tissue, which grew and eventually formed structures and even brainwave activity similar to that of a premature human baby. They then hooked up this brain into a computer, connecting it into a virtual world where it learned to play Pong completely from scratch. I want you to realize what this means. Like, this isn't a computer bot that was pre-programmed to know exactly how to play the game. That's easy. It's an organic brain that they grew themselves that was given Pong with no instructions, and it just taught itself how to play, which is honestly nothing new. That's just AI, but this is organic AI, which happens to learn quicker and is also more energy efficient than traditional AI. It learned to play Pong in about 10 to 15 rallies, when a regular computer AI would take around 5,000. Albeit the computer AI can simulate those 5,000 rallies much quicker, but that takes a lot more computing power, which is sorta our main bottleneck with AI at the moment. Energy. This is organoid intelligence. Take human brain cells, grow them in a petri dish, and then use computers to train them just like AI. Naturally, there are ethical concerns rising as there is surmounting evidence showing us that these are conscious, like a human.
Look, that's a whole story, okay? Like, how can you go about your day when something like this exists? This is what I don't understand with people. Shit is getting so fucking freaky and weird, and yet people are just going about their day. Like, you can go about your day. I just had a hamburger. It was very good. I had a smash burger. But I'm still aware when I'm eating my smash burger that there's brains being grown in a petri dish playing Pong. A lot of people just forget that and then go watch football. So what I'm trying to tell you is that how can you go... She's just fucked up. So, do you understand what he just said? We don't have enough energy in the world to keep powering AI. It's going to keep going, but to keep it going, you need energy and cobalt and, copper and different smelting of different iron ores to make the battery, right? So, but if we run out of minerals and all this stuff, it's going to slow down progression of AI, which I didn't think about, but it makes sense. That's why they want to mine meteors, and that's a whole other thing that you should know. There's meteors that are very mineral rich, and they say there's $1 trillion flooding on many meteors because of all the copper and zinc and everything on them. So that's where they want to get that and mine them. But this one is basically they're growing brain tissue that I don't know where they're getting it. They're growing it from like cells. So they're taking like something, cloning it or whatever, growing the brain. The brain then forms a clump, and the brain then does things from the brain that artificial intelligence can do, and it doesn't take the energy that it does. So now instead of AI, they're actually making cloned brain battery packs, if you can. So it's the brain, not a person attached to it, but it's conscious, meaning it's aware of itself, and it's learning how to play Pong in 15 tries, where it takes AI 5,000, which is insane. Stay with me. This is insane. So this brain is Bob, and he's over here playing Pong, which will eventually learn how to play Dig Dug and Pitfall and all that shit, and that's the video game brain. And train another brain, and they got that. You understand what this is? And then this thing's going to learn how to go, I need a body. So then it's going to find out how to grow a body, and then it's going to be, okay, cool. Now it's like, I don't want to be in this dish. I want to leave, because then our human intuition is what it is. Whatever it is, it's still a human. And it's like, I want to go out. I want to fucking hook up with a stripper. I want to rob a bank. It may not have any moral compass. So think of AI that looks like us and is organic. It's called organomics. That's insane. We keep summoning the demon. We keep wanting to have our own demise. We keep wanting to be, fucking flirt with fucking dancing with the devil, man. So what do you want me to tell you? Like, I don't even know how I can go and do jokes now. Like, how can I even do comedy? Like, this shit that is going on around us, and everyone's still just like, well, I'm going to go to set tomorrow and do a game show. I get it. You got to have money, I guess. But, like, this is the type of shit that makes me go, this is insanity. This is like the world we never knew existed. It's not even in sci-fi. It's Philip K. Dick I don't even remember reading that in Philip K. Dick. This is Blade Runner on steroids. It's unfathomable. It's so hard to comprehend, but it's happening. This is the world that we live in. And it's just going to get freakier and freakier and freakier. And that's just the first video.
Story time. I went to UCLA and I was there in 2016 when Trump was elected, and we're on the quarter system, so it's only 10-week classes. And in the middle, he got elected during the week 5, which was midterms. And all of my professors gave all of the students, a safe space and time off from school if they wanted to heal and quote unquote mourn the loss of our country. That's literally.
UCLA is so biased that they gave the students some days off if they wanted to heal from this election. Give me the brains in the fucking petri dish. And you wonder why our borders are not secure. Like, how fucking soft is our culture? You need a few days off because the person who wanted to get elected didn't even like it.
What they emailed us and would say. This lasted from week 5 to week 7. And so in one of my classes in week 7, I was in a small group, like teacher's assistant discussion. And those were mandatory. And I was there, it's like 25 people. And all we did was just talk about, everyone was crying, right? And I didn't say anything. I just sat there. I listened. I was respectful. I was quiet. And then the TA said, Avery, we haven't heard from you. How are you coping with this? And I said, well, I'm doing well. I voted for Trump and I think this is going to be a great 4 years. And I'm here to learn. I'm not here to talk about politics. This isn't a poli-sci class. And I got kicked out of the class. I was told to leave that class and not return for the remainder of the quarter because I was, quote unquote, a threat to my fellow students' safety because they voted for Donald Trump. I was a threat to their safety. I didn't say anything. I didn't do anything. I literally just shared that I voted for him because I was asked. That was when I was like, this is insane. These people need to be stopped. We cannot be silent anymore.
Good for you. That's insane. I expect nothing less, but it's completely a biased educational system because to not allow someone to have their opinion when they didn't volunteer it. You asked. She knew that she was in a left-leaning area. She didn't want to piss anybody off. She's a woman. Like, there's all the things correct. She's in Westwood, and she goes, well, I think it's going to be good for you as I vote for him. And so they kicked her out of a class. This is why everything's exposed. Like, the party of love and tolerance is all a lie. They're total scumbags. They're crybabies. This is what made this happen. This is why you're going to get Trump. He is your president. But, they're making it very difficult right now the way the world is. They're doing everything to stop him from taking office. And, like, it's just that. Like, you lost. It's not a big deal. We're all in college together. You're in Westwood. You can go to Mr. Chow's. You can go to fucking Salt and Straw. Like, you're living a good life if you're in Westwood at UCLA, no matter what side of the aisle you're on, okay? This is craziness. And you're just getting an education. This isn't... But they kicked her out. She's just suing for $100 million. That's insanity. That's so fucking insane, dude. Like, are you kidding me? That's insane. I expect nothing less. But when you understand that why this is happening and why it's happening, then you have to know that that's why he won, because of this type of craziness. This is just not right. It's not right. That's insanity. Okay. That's insanity.